All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Reader. So we are taking a look at GTII and ENZC, and in all honesty, I would say both are kind of moving as I expected them to. All right, GTII on the last video. Look, my fear was we had lost the 200 moving average, putting us under all five, and just working our way into the 70s is essentially what I said and what we saw today with the little wick down there, right? With ENZC, again, I know no one wants to talk about pennies, but I called a potential 20% swing on ENZC going from 4 to 5. And I mean, I'm telling you, I know no one wants to talk about pennies, but 20% swings add up, all right? So it's all taken from perspective, right? So that said, we'll go a little deeper into the details real quick. What are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages. There are horizontal support and resistance lines, as well as diagonal trend lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this thing with your friends. Look, comment good or bad. If you disagree with me, I am not here to hate on you, I swear, all right? But anything you can do really does help me out with these YouTube algorithms, okay? So let's get into it. And look, it all stemmed from the weekly for me, all right? And basically the last 3 weeks I'd been talking about the weekly. We lose it, we doji it, we confirm it, it continues, right? Like that is the pattern that makes or saves me money, for lack of words, and that's what I'm seeing here, right? Like this looks like it's still not over either, is what's bothering me. Because again, RSI looks like it's still diverging, right? Like these two lines are going away from each other. Diverging is just a fancy word for going away. These two lines are diverging. They're going away from each other, and green over red is what we want, not red over, like red is bad, right? Like these things are color coded to be simple, right? So yeah, it's scary. And again, I'm still holding my comment. I believe we are going to go into the 70s. And like I said, today we went as low as 76.5, right? Like we're already starting to play with the mid 70s. I'm glad we closed at the 80s, don't get me wrong. But again, I still don't see the worst being over. You know why? I think it's all because of this volume. Volume starting to pick up, right? Like there's a definite uptrend right there, especially these last few days right there, right? Like we still have not broken the 50 moving average on the volume, and I just genuinely believe it's going to be big red candles that break it. Because again, we're under all the moving averages here. We have basically, I mean, we've confirmed that the 200 is long gone. And let's just look at the next couple channels, right? Like in these two lines, all right, all I see is red, 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 green, 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 red, 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 green, green. Like this is a weak channel. They're going to drop to 70 pretty quickly. And my problem after that, same exact thing. Red, 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 green, 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 red, 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 red. Like there, look, I'm not here to talk about 50 cents. Sorry, I almost said 5 right there. That's going to be, I'm not here to talk about 50 cents just yet, but yeah, I'm still holding my 70-cent target for now, and let's just see what happens after that, right? And are we at, oh, dude, we're not, but that's a nasty gap down. I'll be honest, okay? I don't think we're going to lose this like 4.5 cents. I don't think we're going to gap this down and fall here. I think that's a little bit extreme. But the reality is actually kind of there. We'll obviously track it, but yeah, the worst thing is being under all the moving averages, both on the daily and on the weekly, right? That's what worries me. You know what I mean? Because essentially we're kind of signaling here, now that we're under all of them, that this thing's going to have some bad weeks coming. And look, like I said, what are some of these RSI? This was in the 18s right here. 18, 21, what were you down here? 19, 25. I mean, we're still at 32, right? Like, I don't think we're going to go lower than 5. What did you open at? What was your low? 510. I think 51 cents I think 51 cents might be the bottom. If I had to guess, I've never been like, this is what I think the bottom is, this is what I think the top is. Like, that's not my game, right? Like, we've got a long way to go between now and 51. There's a lot of things that can happen with the line and stuff like that. But if I had to honestly guess, if I had to bet a paycheck, like, I don't think the 70 is going to hold. I think we're going to come down to that, to 51 cents. Just my guess. All right. You know, I'm not here wishing for that. Like, I really, really wish everyone was making fat money. And I gotta say this. All right. The market's crushing it. NASDAQ's been flying. S&P's been flying. Dow's finally catching up. There's been so much money to be made. It's sad that the GTII chart looks like this, for real. And I say that with love, I swear, right? Like, passion doesn't pay the rent. All right. Passion does not pay the mortgage. Passion does not let you eat sushi or ribeye, or, like, if you're a vegetarian, that fancy portobello. I don't know. Right. Like, I'm just saying, you know, like, buy the uptrend. Don't follow the downtrend, you know? So I say all that with love. You know that. I hope to get some good comments from the team here. But for real, I don't think the worst is over just yet. I actually think we just confirmed that the worst is about to come. So, ENZC. All right. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I know no one wants to talk about pennies, right? But there's been some good stuff happening on ENZC. We went from 4 cents to 5 cents. That is a nice swing. All right. I said, I don't know if we're going to get over all the lines, right? And look, you can see it. The 100 moving average was the difficult pickle today, right? The 100 MA is at 0.055. The high of the day was 0.056. Tried to get over it, just couldn't do it, right? So it looks like we're under the 20 as well. But hey, that's nice. And that's actually what I called last week, right? So believe me when I say it, I know no one wants to talk about pennies, but a 20% swing is money in the bank all day. All right. So I'll be honest, though, there's some interesting things that are potentially going to happen. And look, I say this all the time. Green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 green. You know what I mean? So we're not that far away from genuinely believing this thing might run. All right. So these last 2 lines, now 3, because again, we're still under this orange one, right? But 20, 50 up here, and obviously the blue 100 that we tried today. But if we can get over all 3, that's the money line, right? Like, get me over 6.3. That's the money line, right? I'll be honest with you. If you can break 5.6, I'd be pretty impressed. I still would need this to start to believe we'll go back into the 10-cent range. You know what I mean? But for real, if this 6.3 breaks, there's not a lot stopping it from coming to 13. Do not think 13 on 5 cents just yet. A little bit more needs to happen. But yeah, once we hit 6.5, ooh, I might be thinking 13, right? And that's a big jump, but we'll see. I do think maybe this will be a little bit difficult because there's like a little bit of a plateau here. That is the 50. That's a 50 move, like a little bit of a plateau. Maybe that one will be difficult. I think I'm going to delete this line, actually. Let's get rid of that one because all I really was doing was 50% of that and basically 50% of that. It'd be really funny if this ends up stopping and I feel bad, right? But I actually think break this 50 and it should run to maybe here at least because that's the next plateau. And then after this one, we'll talk 13. But yeah, again, this did what it was supposed to do, right? The question is, will it break these? I'm not sure just yet, but these aren't actually bad. MACD doesn't look bad, RSI doesn't look bad, and actually volume's been decent, right? Definitely way more buying than selling. My problem is we just need more volume. We got to get over that 50 moving average, right? We need a little closer to 15, 16 million volume, not 6, all right? But yeah, nice. Ooh, weekly does not look as strong, and weekly makes it look really difficult to break 7.7. Is this literally the line I just kind of deleted? Damn, look at that. That's silly. Whatever. 6.6 is going to be a little bit difficult. Yeah, I don't know if we're actually going to break the 0.83 now that I'm looking at this weekly. But again, hey, even on the weekly, green, 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 red, 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 green, 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 right? So, hey, maybe it actually just makes a good wick run to this and then chills. But yeah, Either way, I'm actually pretty happy with this. I actually hope you two are. But hey, let me know what you think. Otherwise, obviously, thank you.